far away, the magic islands call to me across the sea. And that magic of the islands fills my heart with memories. White ginger was in bloom, it filled the air with sweet perfume, and we were there. Two shadows on the sand, a tropic moon above, and we were lost, so lost in love. White ginger was in bloom, it filled the air with sweet perfume, and we were there. Two shadows on the sand, a tropic moon above, and we were lost, so lost in love. And we were lost, so lost in love. Out of the mist, lips I have kissed call tenderly. Out of the west, hands I have pressed beckon to me. Over the sea, waiting for me, lonely and blue. Somebody sighs, somebody cries, I love you, I love you. Deep in a dream, drifting it seems, back to the shore, where hand in hand over the sand we'll stroll once more. Heart of my heart, never will part, I hear her say, but with the dawn my dreams have gone astray. I hear the voice of my land calling me, it seems, that fair Hawaiian island, my isle of golden dreams. I hear the voice of my land calling me, it seems, that fair Hawaiian island, my isle of golden dreams. Be wise, be smart, behave, my heart. Don't upset your cart when she's so close. Be soft, be sweet, but be discreet. Don't go off your beat. She's too close for comfort. Too close for comfort, please, not again. Too close to know just when to say when. Be firm, be fair, be sure, beware. On your guard, take care when there's such temptation. One thing leads to another, too late to run for cover. She's much too close for comfort now. Be wise, be smart, behave, my heart. Don't upset your cart when she's so close. Be soft, be sweet, but be discreet. Don't go off your beat. She's too close for comfort. Too close for comfort, please, not again. Too close to know just when to say when. Be firm, be fair, be sure, beware. On your guard, take care when there's such temptation. One thing leads to another, too late to run for cover. She's much too close for comfort now. Anyway, I know I hate talking about myself, and but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get over it and do it. So I'm gonna talk about my first pro model with Lester Kasai Designs, the House of Kasai, and so when I left Powell Peralta, I know. I left Powell Peralta. I know. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I know. But hey, you move onward and you move on to other things. So so Powell just got really big, and there were, I think, in '88, there were 80 team riders, maybe. I think about 80, and Stacy Peralta was already kind of phasing himself out of it because it was just too much. And so it was kind of getting lost in the shuffle. And at the time, I probably felt my ego felt a little hurt because I was in line for a model. We had made shapes, had experimental models out there, which there are some out there. People have them. There's a guy in Turkey who has one, actually. And but anyway, so we made a few shapes, and I was in line. And then Frankie Hill happened, and Mike Vallely started getting really popular, and the industry knew what was coming. They needed to move towards street skating, which, of course, it's way more accessible than, well, park skating was going away at that point in '87. There were no parks. Del Mar closed in '87. So it wasn't as if everybody just went to their local skate park and learned how to skate. It was like, no, I go out my front door and I learn how to skate. And so when you see people like, Lance, of course, in the first video, made street skating just like, oh yeah, I just go out and I just skate everywhere. And so Lance sort of like planted the seed for everyone should just skate everywhere. And that's great. And so Mike Vallely comes along with his genius parts in the Bones Brigade videos and just kind of blew the doors off everybody of like, whoa, you can do more than just like going out and carving around. And he's doing like all this crazy stuff, jumping over things. And so that kind of shut me out of Powell. So of course I got sidetracked here. So at any rate, 1988, I'm like, well, it's not going to happen obviously because they're moving towards that. So I called up Stacy Peralta, which that was a cowardice maneuver. I called Stacy and I talked to him on the phone. I told him I was leaving. I should have said, hey, Stacy, can we go to lunch or something like that? And I should have told him face to face. But I didn't have that, in me. So, chicken. Anyway, so made the call and because it was sort of, Lester and I had sort of joked about me, like, well, I should just ride for you, because, and he didn't even have a team. It was just him. And he was all, really? And the more we talked about it, I'm like, wow, it might actually be good. We're really good friends. We ride for Tracker. Tracker's backing his board company. And I was like, yeah, we could just have me on and I can be the house guest. And that was our joke, House of Kasai and house guest Adrian Domain. So that started things. And so, 88, I ended up as a member of the House of Kasai. And so, after all that, that brings us to the first board, right here. This is my first model with House of Kasai. And this is actually, you can kind of see, it's still in the original shrink wrap with the little flyer and everything. So this actually is from one of the very first boxes when my boards came in to the factory. And so I immediately grabbed one and said, well, I should keep it because someday I might have to throw it in the garage and pile it under a bunch of stuff. So, oh yes. So what we have here is Captain Harlock. And so there were some things. This is actually on the back of a Steve Vai record. I wonder if that's over there. I think I can find it. I'll get it in a second. So the pyramid is from the back of the Steve Vai record. The character is Captain Harlock. And this is actually, what is it, 6 color screen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 color screen, which, nowadays it doesn't mean anything because you just print up a heat transfer and you slap it on there. But then it was like poor guys had to put one color on and let it dry, put another color on and let it dry. The good old screen printing days. So that's that. which the graphic, so when I was in Japan with Steve Caballero and Lance Mountain in '87, the year before, I had gotten some things with artwork because I was like, oh, I really like this Japanese artwork, and maybe someday when I have a model, I will use that. So this is the book that I gave to the folks at Tracker, Trans World, whatever, to get the artwork from. Pierre says, yeah, that's right. That's exactly how it is. And so I think that, I don't know who, I actually don't know who did this one. And if somebody knows, please let me know. But they had, he had kind of marked some pages here with some examples that he was going to borrow from. And so that ended up here. So, and it even says a message from Louise Balma to the Ridge. Please give this back to Adrian there from Rick at TWS. So it could have been Rick Farr, Rick Fork, Rick Froberg that maybe worked on this one. Possibly. I don't know. But anyway, so that's where this came from. Well, my trip to Japan with Stevie and Lance and Kevin Harris. And before I run out of time, let me see if I can find... So, Steve Caballero, one of my heroes, Steve Vai, one of my heroes, got on the guitar. This album, Flexible, even though it's backwards. There's the pyramid with the sevens. And that's the whole reason I wanted the pyramid. But we got a letter. Somebody wrote in, a kid wrote in, and said that the Tracker should be ashamed of having me on the team because I was a money worshiper. And apparently the pyramid with the sevens is the clan of the Illuminati, that are money worshippers, apparently. It's on the dollar bill. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I was just a guitar player fan. So, that is that. So, there it is, my first pro model on House of Gasai, Tracker, and such. And this one I think did pretty well. I think. I can't remember. But I think that one did all right. And there's a guy that's been trying to sell one right now on eBay somewhere in Europe. And he's been asking $1,200 for it for a year. I'm just like, you gotta chop a couple of zeros off of there, buddy. Sorry, I'm not that collectible. Too late now to forget your smile, the way we cling when we've danced a while. Too late now to forget and go on to someone new. Too late now to forget your voice, the way one word makes my heart rejoice. Too late now to imagine myself away from all the things we've done together. I relive when we're apart, all the happy fun together stays on in my heart. How could I ever close the door and be the same as I was before. Darling, no, no, I can't anymore. It's too late now. All the things we've done together, I relive when we're apart. All the tender fun together stays on in my heart. How could I ever close the door and be the same as I was before? Darling, no, no, I can't anymore. It's too late, too late now. Tough year. So this is a public service announcement with ukulele. Because now more than ever, it's important to know your rights. All three of them. Number one, you have the right not to be killed. Murder is a crime, unless it was done by a policeman or an aristocrat. And number two, you have the right to food money, provided, of course, you don't mind a little investigation, a humiliation, and if you cross your fingers, a rehabilitation. Know your rights. These are your rights. Yep, know these rights. Number three, you have the right to free speech. That is, unless that's if you're not dumb enough to actually try it. Know your rights. These are your rights. Know your rights. These are your rights. And it has been suggested in some quarters that this is not enough. Well, get off the streets. That's a freeze frame.